Good morning, everyone.
Welcome to the Climate Investment Summit. Hoş geldiniz.
I'm Ela Köksal from SustainFinance.
And I'm Serra Akçay from CFA Society Istanbul. Together, we'll be guiding you through an exciting day filled with insightful discussions. But first, we want to take the time to thank our sponsors genuinely.
S&P Global,
Garanti BBVA,
Kaya,
Deloitte,
The Disruption House,
Turkish Airlines,
IDEM,
Controlmatic,
Narter & Partners,
and Strategy Loop. Thank you. And let's start.
First, I would like to invite Kübra Koldemir, co-founder of SustainFinance, for her opening remarks.
It's an absolute pleasure to be back together, actually, for our second Sustainable Investment Summit in Istanbul. This year's conference is co-organized with our partner, CFA Society Istanbul, whose support has been invaluable in making this conference happen. I could not be delighted by the enthusiasm and support we are receiving this year. Your presence here today speaks volumes about our collective commitment to shaping a better future. Sustainability is evolving fast, and it can be very hard to keep up with all the changes. That's why it's our objective today to cut you through the noise and make sense of what is really happening. We have carefully curated a program that focuses on key topics we believe that concern Turkish business and the global agenda. Our hope is that everyone will find a session from which they can take away something practical. Our first keynote speaker brings not only a global view, but also a personal passion for addressing gender issues. Well, gender is actually a mature topic now, and we all know how to tackle it. Is that right, though? Yeah? Okay. What we really need is the will, and for businesses to recognize their own role and how they can benefit. I believe it would be fair to say, though, that there is still so much work that needs to be done in Turkey to integrate more women into the workforce. The link between bridging the gender gap, economic prosperity, and global policy is very clear. When we empower women in finance and in business, we tap into a wealth of talent, and we drive progress for everyone. In our first panel, we will move on to a debate on global regulation. This is a topic that actually affects businesses that operate internationally, yet it is also increasingly on our own Turkish domestic agenda. We will try very hard to make sense of all the acronyms, because I think they can be quite confusing when we talk about regulation. For example, we will touch on key initiatives, such as the European Supply Chain Directive. It's referred as CSDDD. We will talk about nature-related regulations that are here now or maybe coming up. Also, what's in the pipeline, very critical, in terms of social disclosures that corporations will have to do. In a constantly evolving regulatory environment, it's really important to know the rules of the game. Even if your business isn't directly affected by a rule, if your customers are, then anyone in your supply chain will be impacted. Therefore, by staying ahead of the regulatory changes, organizations can manage the challenges much more effectively. Next session is about climate change. Climate change poses many risks to our planet and to our lives, and therefore to our economies. But let's also keep in mind that it comes with immense opportunities, especially for innovation and sustainable growth. There's a sheer volume of effort and money that goes into the transition of net zero businesses. This means investors are looking for green energy solutions, and they are looking for clear transition plans. There is a huge call also for this transition to be managed in a transparent and inclusive manner. If done well, actually, we can unlock many new sources of capital. After lunch, our second keynote speaker will provide an important update on European legislation. He will touch on the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive. This one is known as CSRD, which many companies are currently preparing reports on. Probably some of you are. We will explore how to turn these requirements into opportunities rather than just compliance obligations. In other words, we will talk about how to use these rules, not just to tick a compliance box, but make our decision better, stand out from our competitors, and grow sustainably. Our third panel in the afternoon will look at the need to create circular economies. We recognize the need to move away from endlessly extracting resources to better management of more sustainable business models. Again, looking through an opportunity lens, we will explore how businesses can rethink, reconsider their own products and processes. We will discuss how this opportunity can also save money, attract customers who actually care about sustainability, and appeal to investors who understand the advantages. In our final session, we will delve deeper into sustainable finance. Global pressure is pushing for big changes in the financial system, especially in organizations like multilateral banks. This is particularly the case in emerging markets and in greening the brown economy. Actually, there's a real hunt for genuinely sustainable businesses that are also bankable. Therefore, we will talk about what's happening in international markets, how money is being raised, and the rules that guide it all. Last but not least, I extend my heartfelt thank you to all our sponsors for their invaluable and amazing support. It is only with their presence that this event today is turning out to be quite remarkable. So let's make today memorable. Thank you for coming.